Good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static. I have, who abandoned me and Mark last week, Coach Elix is back. How are you?
I am excellent. I'm back.
Good, and I'm so happy you're back. And of course, Mark is on the boards. He's not feeling 100%, but he's a trooper and still doing my boards.
Because we're very thankful that he's here.
I would have a nervous breakdown if he wasn't here because...
You wouldn't know what the hell to do.
No.
And then you would be driving me crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Yeah.
So, 508-222-1320. I'm going to start taking calls in just a minute. But I wanted to say two things. Well, first, Mark, I hope you're feeling good or you're feeling better. And I'm glad that Coach Elix is back this week. And
this
Coach,
week? Am I allowed to return after this week?
Depends on how today goes. But I want to just make an announcement. This Sunday is Coach Elix's birthday. So happy birthday, Elix Syndrome. So this is a great weekend coming up.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
my birthday weekend.
Absolutely. And
I celebrate the whole month. So you guys you're welcome to send me a happy birthday message starting right now. Or presents. I'll take presents too. I'm not that high maintenance, so anything I'll take anything.
See what 25 years of putting up with. So happy birthday to
Thank
Elix.
You.
We're going to have a great weekend. The following weekend we'll be away in Maine.
We're going back to Maine.
So,
that really is my birthday present.
Yes, but we won't miss any shows, which is perfect. And before I start taking calls, I just want to I have to clarify something. Last week, when you weren't here, and Mark was Mark was listening, and I was just talking before the show. I was just talking about what happened in juvenile court, and just referenced juvenile court. Well, I'm in really primarily two courts during the day. You know, with my attorney business, Brockton Juvenile, and in probate in Worcester. And I gave a big shout out to Brockton. In my opinion, on the probate side, there's nothing better than Worcester Probate. The staff there, I mean, are just incredible. And, you know, I used to do this. My business was way bigger, and because of the mediumship piece, I kind of closed it down. But I used to go to every court. I mean, I was in Boston, I was in Middlesex and Cambridge, Norfolk, all over the place. And I have to say, I landed in Worcester because it's the best, in my opinion, the best staff, the best people. They are, each and every one of them are incredible. So I felt bad. Like when I finished the show, I'm like, well, I just talked about Brockton and I never talked about Worcester. So hello to Worcester Probate. So that's it. And I think I'm ready to start, right? The people don't want to hear my stories. They just want to get
they don't want to hear about
loved ones.
Any of us. They just want to get you to get started with the calls.
And I'm going to get started right now, so let's do it. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
This is Audrey.
Audrey, how are you?
Good. How are you, Stephen?
I'm doing well, and I'm glad that you're calling.
I'm glad I'm calling myself.
And you're the first today, so this is a great thing.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so Audrey, let me, I don't know where to start with you. There's a lot going on. You know, I love when I start readings and I feel the person I'm talking to is very connected spirit-wise, which you are. But I'll tell you, Audrey, do you come from a family of dogs?
No.
There's a dog here. And if it's not you or if it's not your family, soon as I tuned in and heard your name, Audrey, there's a dog in spirit. Did someone close to you, like a friend or somebody, lose? Because it feels like it's not too long ago that a dog crossed.
My cousin lost her dog.
Okay, so was this recent?
Yes.
Okay, so just know that the dog is just taking advantage and sort of using you as the conduit to reach out to your cousin, just to let you know, let her know. Is it her, the cousin?
Yes.
How did I know that? I must be a medium, right, Audrey?
You must be.
So the dog is just reaching out, which I love this. And I was just actually, you know, I do a Facebook Live prior to the show for a couple of minutes, and I was just talking about, someone asked about dogs. So just make sure you, the dog is telling me to tell you to tell your cousin that the dog is still here and how much the dog loves her and knows how much she's missing him, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So let me get back to Audrey. Audrey, there's a lot in spirit coming for you. Where's the where's the C or K name come in close to you?
My aunt.
What's her name?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. But is Cheryl crossed?
Yes.
Okay, so I was just going to say, whoever this is, they're standing next to me in spirit. So know that. But I hear Auntie Cheryl. So
Yep.
She's just stepping forward to let. She's applauding, and I love this, Audrey. When I see spirit clapping, it just means that they're like so excited that even if it's just a second to say, to my niece, Audrey, I'm here, I love you, and she just wants to give that as a validation. Is this Mom's sister?
Yes.
Okay. She steps on the left side of me, so I know it's maternal side. But where's the mom figure come in? Your mother is here, right?
Yes.
Living. I just asked Audrey's mom, and I hear nothing, so it's got to be a grandmother that's coming. Is your mom's mom crossed?
Yes.
Okay. Your grandmother is stepping forward to let you know that she's here also. But Audrey, there's a grandmother on Dad's side too, stepping forward.
Yep.
On the right side. So they're both here. I got to be honest, Audrey. I can't tell which. Okay, there's a couple things. Number one, they keep reiterating what I said earlier about how connected you are spirit-wise. So I don't know if you know this, if you've ever thought about taking a class or so, but they're just giving the thumbs up, which is for me to say it again to you. They're saying yes, that my granddaughter, my niece, is very connected. But one of the grandmothers keeps saying that she's sorry something happened. She keeps telling me, and I don't think it may not necessarily be about her, whatever grandmother's saying this, that it was like she's saying sorry for herself, but she makes me feel like Audrey, did someone leave? Did someone I don't know, in the family, like a dad figure, or somebody leave the family or divorce and not have anything to do with or a lot to do with kids?
Yes.
So you understand that?
Yep.
So just as long as you understand it, it's just a way that Grandma is just giving that as a validation. Is that very close to you, connected to you?
Yes.
Okay. So are we talking about your dad?
Yes.
Okay. Your dad is still here?
Yes.
Okay. I always tell people, too, that when Spirit brings us up, whether it's the radio, Audrey, or whether it's I'm doing a huge event and there's a lot of people listening, it's never about to embarrass or just tell people secrets. It's just really about giving what the person that's calling me really needs to hear. And all I kept hearing your grandmother say, and now, well, actually both grandmothers are just saying that, I want to make sure I say this right, that they feel that they're very, very sorry that happened to the family, but I'm trying to figure out how to say this. They're very sorry that this happened, Audrey, but in a positive way, it was something that in this situation you really can take this. There is positive to come out of this. I don't know if this makes any sense.
It does.
Perfect. So if it does, just please know that Auntie and your grandmothers are stepping forward to give you a lot of love, and they know what's going on with you. But listen to what I said earlier about you being connected, because your light is huge. It's bright. So it just means that whatever you do, you're giving a lot to people, and you've got a lot of homework here. Your soul's got a lot to do, which is a beautiful thing, Audrey.
Oh, awesome.
I love it. Thank you for calling. I have to take a break, and I'll be back with the calls, 508-222-1320. Thanks, Audrey.
On October 30th at 6:30 p.m., the Center for Reconciliation will host The Hidden History of the Second Amendment, a presentation by Carl T. Bogus at Cathedral of St. John, located at 271 North Main Street in Providence. This is a free discussion on the history of the Second Amendment and how it intersects with the history of slavery in the United States. Guests will also have the opportunity to learn from local organizers about gun control activism today. Carl G. Bogus is a professor of law at the Roger Williams University School of Law. He has written and spoken extensively about both the Second Amendment and gun control policy.
The following is made possible by Dad.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling all over it.
The dad joke. Corny, groan-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
Why do you have to be careful when it's raining cats and dogs? Because you might step in a poodle.
And kids that spend more time with their dads grow up to be smarter, more successful.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
And, with any luck, funnier adults.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he didn't have any body to go with.
Dad jokes rule. So take a moment to make a moment and give your kid a laugh. It's as easy as going to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
That's really funny.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in 1983, owner Angelo Cavalieri is proud of their 33 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meeting or get-together, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
An Unlikely Story showcased renowned author Eleanor Teal as she celebrated her latest book, The Treasure of Mad Doc McGee, a story of a little girl named Jenny and her best friend Pandora, who set out on a quest to find a hidden treasure in New Zealand during the gold rush. Audiences retreated to a reading from the book, along with games and activities that helped bring the story to life. You can watch this program and all of our quality programs from around the area in high definition on AACS.com.
And welcome back to Through the Static. Before I get on the phone call or the next call, congratulations. I know Mark said this, but his parents' 62nd anniversary. That is incredible, Mark. Incredible. Okay, I'll shut up. Next.
And faster recovery.
Hello, this is Stephen.
Is accredited, so you can
Somebody put you on hold?
Receiving quality testing
Hello.
at the highest level of patient care.
Well, I guess it's only fitting. Like, we put them on hold, right? So they're going to put me on hold. Hello, this is Stephen.
Hi, this is Vivian.
Vivian, how are you?
I'm good. I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Well, I can't believe I get to talk to you. First of all, I got to tell you that Vivian is the prettiest name. Such a beautiful name. So Vivian, let me start here with you. There's a father figure steps forward for you. Is your dad crossed?
Yes. Yes, he did recently.
Okay, perfect. So know that he almost, I think if he could make physical contact with me, I think I would have been off the chair because he's so excited that he gets to talk to his daughter. And he came barreling in, and almost knocked me off. So just know it's and I'm very sorry. I always forget when I'm talking to people's loved ones that they've lost them, and I just get very excited that I get to do this, and I forget the physical aspect. So I'm very sorry you lost your dad. But Vivian, I got to tell you, your father just said she hasn't lost me. I'm here. I'm watching her, so I'm with her, and I know exactly what's going on. Where's the did he smoke?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God, Vivian, he's still smoking. In spirit, it's like I'm like, oh my God, Vivian's dad you got to give it a break. And he said, no, I love it. So he's still smoking, and so he's saying several things. There's others, just on a side note, there's others that want to talk to you, but I highly doubt they're going to get a chance because your father said no one's talking to my daughter except me. So he's very excited. Well, a couple of things. He just showed me that there's something really close, birthday anniversary. There's something really close connected to you or your family, or there's a birthday, or there's an anniversary, or there's an anniversary of crossing. But
today is my nephew's, his grandson's birthday.
Oh, so there it is. So happy birthday, nephew, or his grandson, your nephew. Is this your brother's?
My sister.
But you have a brother?
I do.
Okay, so is your brother?
Oh, it's my brother's birthday is coming up. Yes.
Oh, that's why I went to your brother. So is it soon?
Yes, it is. It's in the next few days.
Perfect. So Vivian, just know that he wants to give shout-outs to everybody in the family. He just said to me that he calls you, he has a nickname. Like, he's not calling you Vivian. He calls you something else?
He calls me Vivi.
Oh, so it could be Vivi, because it wasn't Vivian, so maybe it's Vivi. But I will tell you that he, of course, all his children, that's a loss to dad, a loss of a dad, so that's horrible, and your heart breaks. But there was a very special connection with you and him. So
yeah, we were very close. I mean, it's unbelievable how close we were, but.
Yeah, so no, Vivian, it's just a way that, it doesn't take away from your siblings at all, clearly, but it's just a way that your dad is just giving you that as a great validation of how much, because he said that, and I don't think I've ever seen this or heard this in spirit. Your father just said to me, tell my daughter, Vivi, that when I left, were you there when he left?
I was.
Oh my God! He just brought me to you, and when he crossed, and he said she was staring at me as my soul left. So just know, Vivian, that he also just said that I love your father, because he just showed me a good comparison. When like two best friends get a necklace and they each have half of it and they each wear half of it, and if you put it together, it fits in. He just said that when he left, he took a little piece of your heart and he gave you a piece of his heart, and so until you actually meet again in spirit, then you'll put that back together. So it's just a way to let you know that you're with him and he's with you, regardless of he's not in the physical world anymore, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
And he also said that he would not have left without having you there. So just know that. And he also talks about, I don't know if this is April or, because he keeps showing me 4, the number 4. Is there something in April or the 4th of a month that he keep, or are there 4 kids?
Well, the April, it's my daughter's birthday, but I'm not sure if that would be the connection.
No, it absolutely could be that, because I'm talking to you and he just wants to give a reference. But who has 2 kids?
I do have. Well, my sister also has 2 kids.
Oh, no. We're talking about you, Vivian.
Okay.
Dad just said, when you just said about your daughter's birthdays in April, he's like, listen, we're not going to just talk about one. She's got 2, so we need to validate both of them. So, what's a wonderful, what's with the heart? Is your mother still here?
My mother's here,
yeah. Yeah, and who had the heart issue? Why does your father keep showing me the heart? Your father didn't have a heart issue before he crossed?
I mean, the heart issue came after, was a consequence of a complication.
Okay, so it's and that's fine. It's just I always ask, when Spirit steps forward, names and how they crossed. So he's just referencing it as the heart, and I don't know if the heart is, I don't know. He just wants to give that as a validation. And also, Elizabeth or Ed, who's the E name connected to you? There's an E. I don't know. Ed, Elizabeth, either living, Vivian, or crossed. And if it doesn't, sometimes it also can even be a middle name that someone has Elizabeth as a middle name or Ed as a middle name, or but there's a big E connection, and he's as he's smoking, he's laughing with you because he says she knows. So
I wonder if it's Elizabeth, but this is a long time ago. She was the woman who brought me to the United States. It's kind of a long story.
Oh my God, no, Vivian, and Elizabeth is crossed.
No.
Oh, she's still here.
Yes.
Oh, so know that your father's just giving that that's a huge thing. That if this woman Elizabeth brought you here, that's a giant thing that your father's giving as a huge validation. So Spirit's very smart, and they know exactly the key things to bring, and bringing up Elizabeth is a huge thing, for you. So just know that your dad. If there's one thing I can tell you, and one thing that you should take from this reading, Vivian, is that your father has really gone nowhere. He's watching and protecting this family. He knows everything that's going on, and just said to Vivian, tell my daughter to tell everyone. Now, unlike when I was in the physical world, I see every single thing that's going on. So you better be good, all of you. So listen, thank you, Vivian. A big love and big hug out to you and from your dad. Okay.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Vivian. Listen, and we'll be back after the break.
Dr. Gary Highlander will return to Richards Memorial Library for a series of lectures titled Papers. The series starts with the Federalist Papers on Thursday, October 4th. It will be followed by the Pumpkin Papers on Thursday, October 18th, and the Pentagon Papers on November 1st. All lectures will take place at 7 p.m. Registration is required to attend these lectures. If you'd like to register, you can email librarian Maggie Holmes at mholmes@salesinc.org.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all of these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Where were you, Jill?
Yeah. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to Through the Static, and it is going to take a lot of love. That's why I picked this song. First of all, I love this song, but I picked it because that's what Spirit comes through. Everyone that comes through giving messages, it's all about love. It's just letting us know that they still are with us, but how much they love us. And even if the relationship wasn't the best when they were here, it completely changes once they get on the other side. And it's just all about trying to make up, but it's always based on love. And that's what they also want us to do, is to really to share the love here and to... why are you looking at me like?
Because that's what we need right now.
Right.
We need a lot of love.
Yeah. Coach Helix was giving me the look like, yeah. Okay.
No, perfect conversation. You're doing really good.
I've got to get to.
Well, we have plenty of people on hold. So
okay, so let's do it. Hello, this is Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. This is Dorothy.
Dorothy, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Dorothy's all business.
Yeah, Dorothy's got some good auras. Dorothy, you got some really terrific auras around you. So let's just start with that. You know, it's funny, Elix, you just picked that up, right?
Yeah.
With all business, but that's all business with good aura. So, Dorothy, where do I start with you? There's so many great things. Seriously, there's just so many great. This whole room just filled in with your loved ones here. I don't know who to start with. So let me. Okay, so there's two women that step forward. So let me start with this. Mom, is your mom crossed?
No.
So she's still here. There's a mom figure stepping forward. So by chance, is there a mother-in-law crossed?
No.
Okay, so it's got to be the.
Oh well, my boyfriend. She's not my mother-in-law. She's his mother, but never met her.
Okay, so no. This is your boyfriend's mom?
Yeah.
Okay, so just know, and it also could be a grandmother, but they stepped forward more, making me feel like it's a mother, like at a mother level. So it probably starting as your boyfriend's mom. I love it when people call and they always say to me, "My boyfriend's not talking to you. I am. So get my stuff. Give my loved ones." But she just wants to step forward. But I got to tell you, Dorothy, there's also a young woman here too stepping forward. When someone in spirit says they're a young female, it means to me that someone who left this earth way before their time. So
I know exactly who it is.
Okay, perfect. So as long as you know, because she keeps saying to me that were you really close to her?
Absolutely.
Because I asked that because she's on my shoulder, and when that's my sign. When I can feel them like pushing me, it just means that they got your back. They're leaning on you. They're with, and she keeps. She's funny, Dorothy. She's very funny, and keeps pointing to you like I see everything. Like I know everything that's going on. Was this? Why was it a sister? Was it a good friend? Who was this? Just relationship.
My niece.
Okay, so I knew it was someone really close, family-wise. So just know that she wanted to step forward with, and now I also got that in addition to your and it really was your boyfriend's mom stepping forward. There's a grandmother here too, stepping forward too with your niece. Okay. So just make sure you know that. Where's the cancer come in? Who died from cancer out of
my niece?
Okay, so no, I was just going to say out of the three that just stepped forward, who was the cancer sufferer? So just know that your niece wants to kind of take the court and just give you a lot of love, Auntie. I keep hearing. But you know something, Dorothy? Your niece also just told me that she had a very different relationship with you. And certainly in a good way. She makes me feel like you were the aunt that she could come to.
Yes.
And if there was something that she didn't want to speak to anybody about, even a friend, she could actually talk to you about that. And that's something really spectacular and something that doesn't happen a lot in in the physical plane. So kudos to you, Dorothy, for actually opening up who you are. But it doesn't surprise me because that's what I started with when Coach Elix just rudely just jumped right in, and Dorothy's all business.
I can't help it. I laugh because it's so true.
Yeah, well, he's...
we know, Dorothy.
I don't take no crap. I can put it that way.
Well, that's a wonderful thing. But I got to tell you, though, on the other side of that, you also, because someone with that personality could, you could be very intimidated. But I got to tell you, Dorothy, you're very unique in the way that you also, for the I just heard your niece say, Stephen, the people that are in her circle know that this is a woman that you want in your life. Like just which is a great thing, but it's also kudos to you that you are very open to spirit, whether you know this or not, and that's you can't be open like that unless you're open to spirit, and some people don't even know that. So
well, I do.
Perfect, Dorothy. So I'm glad that you do. Let me ask you also, does someone paint? Well, let me just tell you why I'm asking this, and maybe you can fill it in. There's in the studio, your niece keeps making me look out the window and look at the sky, and there's the reflection shows me like this beautiful. It looks like a picture of the sky with the clouds and the sun. It's beautiful. It's like a.
That's because I'm looking out the window at the clouds and the sun.
Just I know you just said that, but you've got to know that that's exactly why Spirit brings that up, and why your niece brings that up, is that she's saying, I'm standing right next to you, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you something that my aunt's looking at to really show my auntie that I'm with her. But I know you just said this a couple of seconds ago, but your niece also just said to me, but my auntie knows I'm with her all the time anyway. So
I hear her, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a jar. I don't know what this is. Your niece keeps showing me that there's a. Do you have a jar with a lot of coin?
I have several different things. Yeah.
Well, no. Well, if it's not, your niece keeps showing me, and it makes me feel like you have it or it's connected to you. There's a unless it's a candle, but there's a jar that she keeps talking about. You have her picture somewhere?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I do.
But do you have something that? Do you have a candle next to the picture, or?
I have a tiny little urn.
Oh, is that of her ashes?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's the.
And it's right next to her picture.
Wow. So no, what your niece was trying to show me was like what looked like a candle, like a Yankee candle, but because they, Spirit has to use what's experiences in my head to get me to say what they want me to say. So it's a way that your niece, I love her so much, Dorothy. It's a way that your niece letting you know that she's with you every step of the way too, and she likes your boyfriend.
Yeah, she loved him.
Yeah, she keeps saying that. She keeps giving the big thumbs up, and she keeps saying it's a good match. And but your grandmother, it was a guy, just yelled out. It makes me feel like it's a friend of yours or your boyfriend's, but someone just yelled out very funny. If he's still with Dorothy, he's got a lot going for him. So, and they're all laughing. They love you, Dorothy. They love your sense of humor. They love who you are, and. But there's a young male too, Dorothy, connected that stepped forward, and he's laughing. So a young male. So it's someone who also a male who left this earth before their time, connected to you, or connected to your boyfriend.
I know who that is too.
So as long as you got it, that's all that matters. But he's a wise. I was going to say ASS, but I don't know if I can say that. So I can? Wise ass. So he's a wise ass. Mark's giving me the yes, I can. In a very funny way. So just Dorothy, know that in a just a flip of the switch, you connect with everybody in spirit. So that's why you hear your niece, and that's why you're so connected. So you should think about taking a class.
Actually, I am. Wow. And another thing I just got to tell you about the two people that you connected me with, I have their children.
Oh, my God, Dorothy. Yeah. Wow. So listen, I start with what an amazing aura you have and what an amazing person. I feel honored that I get to talk to you, Dorothy. So just make sure that you know that they're giving you all this love. Your niece just hugged me, which I love when Spirit does that. And it's just a way to give you so much love and so much praise and so much thanks, Dorothy. So thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And talking about classes, you're going to have a big announcement, so you got to make sure you have enough time to tell everyone about what it is that you're going to be doing soon. I will. See, I need Coach Elix, I need Mark, because without these two, I would be a basket case, not knowing what the hell's going on. So, okay, so I guess I can take another call, right? Yes. Hello, this is Steven.
Steven, this is Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing well also. Melissa, let me start with hearts. What's with the hearts with you?
I don't know.
Oh, you do. As soon as I write down people's names when I'm taking calls, and I just wrote down Melissa in a heart next to it. Did someone used to write in a card a heart, or did someone connected to you write a heart, or does someone connect with hearts? Do you have something like did a child make a heart, or there's
nothing that I can think of right away. No.
All right, so just
could it be like
I'll
a
keep
signature?
that in my mind and think about this.
What was that, Elix?
Could it be like as how sometimes people sign and put a little heart right next to the name?
I mean, it could be, or Melissa, it also could be if somebody like someone in spirit is trying to validate someone that had a heart issue, like had a heart attack or heart disease here in the currently or in the past.
My father currently has heart disease.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so just know it's a way that so this is a she says a mom figure, but it feels like it's a grandmother figure. Your mom is here?
My mom is here. My grandparents are not.
Right. I thought it was a grandmother stepping forward. So, and it feels like it's paternal. So it's just Dad's mom just giving a validation about knowing about your dad's heart disease. So
okay.
Did your father have any procedures?
My father has been hospitalized frequently in the last 6 months for a heart problem, ongoing heart issue.
Okay, so no, it's really, Melissa, it's a way that spirit, your loved ones, especially your grandparents, even though there's grandfathers here, are just all letting you know that they know what's going on, and especially when I keep seeing a white light coming through, it just means that they're helping and doing everything they can, and they know how difficult this is to you. But I will tell you that I just heard your grandmother say that who you're speaking to, my granddaughter, that my son, so this is your dad's mom is saying that that my son could not have a better daughter. Like there's like you are like daughter of the year every year with your dad. And why I say that, Melissa, is that your grandmother wants you to know that he knows that. Your father knows that, and your father knows that based on how he was or is as a dad and how he brought you up. That's what he sees, sort of like he sees the result of what he did bringing you up. Of course, with your mom too, but I have to tell you that you're a spectacular daughter, and he knows that. So, and know that they're doing everything, that they're watching your dad. So he may, have had a very trying time, but they also just keep telling me that there's a boost in what's going on with him, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So he's out, right?
Yes, he just has progressive heart disease.
Right. So it's just a way that Spirit's just letting you know that they're helping, and that he has a period of time of just being better. Where's Michael? Where's Mary? Michael? Where's the M come in for you?
Well, my grandmother is Mary.
Okay, perfect. So is this mom's side?
Yes.
Okay, so know that because Grandma Mary wants to make sure you know that she's here too, and not just Dad's mom. So, Melissa, just keep what you're doing. I have a break that I've got to take. So, thank you so much for calling. There's so much love sent to you, Melissa.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Chris Weilman, and I'm the manager of the Elder Dental Program. We are inviting any seniors residing in Massachusetts who are 60 and older to attend our free dental screening clinic in Taunton on Saturday, October 20th, from 8:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. Participants will receive a free dental screening and have an opportunity to speak with our dentist in the clinic's relaxed and friendly setting. Participants will be screened for oral cancers and have a chance to receive free denture cleanings. For more information, call 774-203-1326. The free dental screening clinic is organized by the Elder Dental Program, a project of the Community VNA.
You sit down at your table, you get your card. 25 squares hold the key. Which one will it be? I-25, O-72, or Lucky B-13? Which one will be the square that makes you jump up and shout,
Bingo!
The Attleboro Elks Lodge 1014 hosts bingo each Sunday at 887 South Main Street. Open to the public, the kitchen opens at 5 p.m. with a variety of food available. Bingo starts at 6 p.m. Prizes are awarded and proceeds support Elks charities. For further details, you can visit attleboroelks.org or you can call 508-222-5502. Remember, Elks care, Elks share.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me. Your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Through the Static. I am Stephen the Medium. I'm with Coach Elix and my good friend Mark on the board. So I think I'm ready for another call. Hello, this is Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
And who is this?
This is Susan.
Oh, I was going to say, should I just name you? Susan, it's good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see what's going on with Susan. Okay. Susan, even before I tell you who's stepping forward, Susan, did you have one particular person you wanted to hear from?
Yeah.
It's just interesting that they're not showing me yet who they are, but it's just one person just seems like that they're here specifically for you. That's why I just asked. I mean, I know when people call, that's usually sometimes the case, but in any case, so a couple of things. Do you connect with horses?
No.
Oh, yes, he says. Someone is here. So let me back up. So there's a male figure stepping forward. So is his grandfather? Is his dad? Is your dad still here?
Yes, my dad's still here.
Okay, so it's got to be a grandfather. You've lost at least one grandfather?
Yes.
Okay, so it's got to be a grandfather who's stepping forward, even though there's also a mom figure too. So I don't know if that's a grandmother figure, but she's got a strong presence, steps forward. And when I ask about a horse, and I don't know why they do this, Susan, but Spirit gives me symbols that mean things. So horses mean physical horses, like there's a connection, like there's a story of like going horseback riding when you were a kid, or something to do with the horse, or there's gambling, like Keno, or a casino. Was there somebody connected to you that really liked gambling, Keno, like casinos, something?
Yeah, could be.
But I mean, do you know who this is?
Well, maybe my grandmother.
But do you do you know that she would like Keno or the casinos, or?
She's going to the casino.
Okay, so if that's the case, it probably is her just stepping forward to let you know. She also gives me 3, the number 3. So is there 3 kids? Is there March, something in March, or the 3rd of the month?
There's 3 children in my family.
So tell me, what do you mean? There's 3.
I'm the youngest of 3.
Oh, so there's 3 kids.
Yes.
Okay, so Susan, have you been drinking? No, I'm kidding, Susan. I'm kidding. I have to, I play around because you're also, your loved ones are very funny. You come from a very funny family, just a very jokey family, and it's making me feel that, like I can feel that. So just know that it's a way that Grandpa, Grandma are just giving a validation that you have. There's 3 of you, and they just want to give a validation for the family. So that's what it's about. They also was there a grandmother that was very close?
Yeah, I have one that was closer than the other.
But when I say close, it could be geographically, it could be like emotionally. But there's a grandmother that feels like that she's close. That's what she says to me. So I don't know if that's geographically, if that's like close to the family. I don't know what that is. But she's just giving that as a validation. So
it couldn't be my mother-in-law, could it?
What was that?
Couldn't be my mother-in-law, could it?
I was just about to ask you. Tell me what your situation is. Are you married? Do you have a significant divorce? Okay. So I was just about, because that's where I was being pulled to the other side. So just know, yes. So were you close to your mother-in-law?
Yes.
Okay, so that's who it is. I got it. So just know that she's letting you know, and she's stepping forward. And John, she keeps saying John, Jane. Who's the J name?
My sister-in-law, Jean.
Sister. So this is also on your exercise side?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so just know that this is just all about your mother-in-law just giving validations. She gives your sister-in-law's name because she just wants to make sure you know it's actually her that's stepping forward to let you know that she's here. So she's going nowhere. She does show me that there's a birthday or an anniversary right around also. You get something really close. Like, it could be an anniversary of crossing, but it sort of makes me feel like, think on his side. So your ex-husband is still here.
Oh, his birthday.
That would be...
Birthday.
That would be it, Susan. So I was just going to say this. So she's just giving a validation on that side. I will tell you something that, I mean, you're not married any longer, so I get that, but I will tell you, your mother-in-law also keeps saying that her son could not have picked someone better than you.
Oh my God.
So just know that, and just know that she knows everything you did for him, and that she knows that there were like other women would have left before that, if that makes any sense.
Yep, it does.
So just know that she's just giving a big validation, and whether you know this or not, what you gave your ex is something that he's never got prior and still hasn't received. So even though you guys are not together anymore, really, what really sunk in for him, whether he expresses it or not, is really that unconditional love, and really now knowing that, looking at you and just thinking, I have never, did I screw this up? I never found this prior or after. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect, Susan. So what your mother-in-law is just giving you I just heard your mother-in-law say, you are speaking to such a beautiful, amazing woman.
Wow.
So just make sure you know that, Susan, and she's always with you too. Is your grandparents too?
I know she is.
She's like a guardian angel for you. So and talk more to her. She's yelling to me to tell you, talk more. So.
Wow.
And that either verbally or vocally or even mentally, like getting up, and maybe you even do this already, but what she's saying, Susan, is she loves that. So she loves that the communication, because it makes her feel like you really know it's her, and she's around, and she's helping, and she's guiding, and there's needles going in too. When I get needles, it's either someone's in healthcare or there was substance abuse issues. So just keep it with you. Either someone and this also could be for your side, someone either like works hospital, doctor's office. But a lot of times when I see needles,
somebody who has died.
What was that?
Somebody who has died.
It could be either that crossed or is still living.
Okay, because my son is in the healthcare. He's a PA.
Oh, so there it is. So Susan, she's just giving a big validation that and you have one boy?
I have two.
Oh, is he the oldest?
Yes, he is.
Oh, so there's the one. Okay, perfect. So she just yelled out one, so it's either the one child or the oldest. So just making sure everyone, that everyone in spirit is watching you and watching your sons and how much they love you, Susan, and that mother-in-law really loves you. But listen, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you very much, Stephen. I appreciate it.
All right. Listen, you have a great day and lots of love to you. So let me just make an announcement that I'm going to put on my Facebook page and my website at some point tonight. So I am finally going to do a class. It's going to be a very different mediumship class. I think sort of different than you've ever seen. I know there's great classes out there, but it's going to be different. It's going to start in January, and I'm going to do simultaneous classes. So one that anybody that wants to come to my office here in Massachusetts that can actually be in person, and that's going to be, let me just randomly pick Tuesday at 7, and then I'm going to also do a Zoom on, say, let me pick Thursday at 7 or Wednesday at 7 or whichever it is, so that people that can't get to my office in the physical training, and I will actually do that simultaneously. But what it's going to, just to give a hint, and I'm just going to do like a little, what I'm telling you now is going to be on Facebook. I don't have the more details yet, but I want to make sure people know in January, and it's going to be more like when you're in school and it's a class, but then it's a lab. And it's, for me, when I was starting as a medium, no one ever told me what actually the medium goes through, like how I get my stuff and how it works. And I think it's key to share that with people as I do this training, and then all the other educational pieces that, I think the stuff that we need to know. So I hope you guys, will take a look at that. And when I have a sign up, I hope you guys will do it.
Yeah, and you'll have a sign up so people can put their name on the list. But also for people who don't know what Zoom is a video conference link. So it allows you to see Stephen. It allows you to interact with him as if you were physically with him, and it also records the session, so you will have access,
absolutely,
to viewing that, whether you do it on real time or on your own time.
That's the cool thing. The people that do it in real time will still they won't be on the Zoom, or they can be on Zoom, but they'll actually have it too, as well as I would record the actual classes in person. So listen, I'm sorry if I didn't get to you. I know there were people on hold. Next Wednesday I'll be back to do this all over again. I love everyone that called. What great people. And just remember too that you don't need to be with a medium to be able to connect with your loved ones. So thank you, Coach Elix. Thank you, Mark. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.